The list will be Pax Europa, followed by the delegation of Kyrgyzstan.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. The annotated agenda for this session rightly focuses on the need for protection of expression, of free expression and media freedom, which is also high on the agenda of the Austrian OSCE chairmanship. While this focus is commendable, reality is very different. The past year has seen a vast deterioration of the ability for free citizens to express their thoughts and beliefs, as evidenced by a steep rise in the number of prosecutions and the conviction of people with dissenting and critical opinions. Sadly, too much of this is taking place west and not, as often suggested, east of Vienna. One case in point involves the recent conviction of the German journalist Michael Stürzenberger. He was sentenced to a suspended jail sentence of 6 months. His crime? He uploaded on social media a historical photo of the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, shaking hands with a high-ranked National Socialist. He was accused of disseminating propaganda and inciting hatred against Islam, when in truth he was depicting the fact that high representatives of Islam collaborated with Nazi Germany. Germany should feel a particular obligation for freedom to document and discuss all horrors of the National Socialist regime. What makes this case especially egregious is the fact that German law specifically permits the use of historical photos when reporting on historical events. Furthermore, it should be obvious that true freedom of expression allows for the opinion calling Islam a quote-unquote fascist ideology. It should most certainly not be called slander. Another case involves the well-known German author of Turkish descent, Akif Pirinci, who in October will be in court for hate speech. He gave a speech during a Pegida rally in Dresden. Pirinci is famous for his special writing style, which one may like or dislike. However, he must now defend himself against charges of incitement to hatred against Muslims living in Germany. His books have since been pulled off the shelves by his publisher, thereby punishing him by demonetizing him. The only measure to deal with so-called hatred is more free speech. Either there is free speech or there isn't free speech at all. I will now get to the recommendations. Pax Europa recommends that participating states and the OSCE return to true and unrestricted freedom of expression and re-establish a marketplace of ideas rather than permitting licensed speech. That participating states, especially those west of Vienna, cease prosecuting individuals, including members of the media, holding dissenting views. And finally, Pax Europa calls on the representative on freedom of the media to ensure that truth can never constitute hate speech. Thank you very much.